Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel, God's Anointed Child. My name is Latoya. Tonight, I want to shed light on monitoring spirit and how the devil even used me as one when I was much younger and back also in Jamaica, and how they even tried to monitor me here now previously. So I'm going to read from the book of Job, the King James Version. So Job 1 verse 6 all the way to 9. So it says, "Now there was a day when the Son of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them. And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down it. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feareth God and shunneth evil? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, Doeth Job fear God for naught? Has not thou made an edge about him, and about his house, and about all that he has on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hand, and his substance is increased in the land." So it shows that Satan is watching Job, because that's how he knows that Job was protected and has an edge of protection around all he has. He could not know if he didn't have his eyes on him. And also I'm going to read in the book of Proverbs 26 and verse 27. And it says, "Whosoever diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it shall return upon him." And for someone to dig a pit, for you to fall in it, is obviously they know that you're going to walk that path or that place where they're digging the pit. So no one just dig a pit and leave it open. They probably have something cover it, so when you enter, you will just fall into the pit. And that's what I perceive from this. Maybe wrong, but that's what I perceive. But also, where I had an encounter where someone literally like called me monitoring spirit and also a familiar spirit is, I remember in Jamaica around in the 2000, maybe 2001, I used to follow my friends to this scheme. It's like mostly rich people, doctors, and would live on this scheme. So it would be near Negrils. I'm from the country, so the area was Orange Bay, but I used to get the opportunity to go to the pool, so my mom would allow me. So I used to really enjoy going there. So my friend, they would be dating these old white men that will be giving them money, and I would just use that as a privilege to go to the pool. So I think me and the security at the entrance were very close. And this one day, I noticed someone occupied one of the house on the front. So like on the front entrance as they enter, I was like, so I'm curious. I was like, who is a new person that moved in? And they were like, oh, this he's a doctor, and he's quite young as well. So when I hear doctor, me and my lustful self, I were probably around 18. I was like, and the lady said to me, like, he is single. He hasn't had, like time to go out and date and everything. For some reason, I watched that man to see, like, when he's coming in, I was always like taking notes, monitoring this guy unknowingly to him. And I remember, one day he didn't drive out, and I just passed and I start making noise, and he smile and I smile at him. So I monitor when he's leaving for work, and I would like go out to the road, and when I see his car, I would be flagging him down, and like I don't know if he, like, in my head, I don't know if he would stop, but I didn't go to the bus stop because my intention is for this guy to give me a ride to where I'm going, because I'm going in the same direction where I know any doctor, there's a hospital, clinic, around that area. So in the end, when I flagged him down, then he stopped, and I introduced myself and everything, and I told him, like, I'm waiting for the bus, but the bus is taking long and I'm running late to my appointment. And he gave me a lift, and he was really polite. and we began to talk, and he was playing music, and me, I like music, so I'm interacting and everything. And he's telling me he works in one of the sexual health clinic in Negril, and I realized that his accent wasn't Caribbean. So he told me that he is from the US, but emergency, while he has to get a chance for it, and he chose Jamaica. I think some family member, someone chose it for him, that he could come this side. So in the end, I always now go there to wait for him. So I'm monitoring him, so I'm always waiting for him, and he perceive where we become friends. And I just tell him like straight up, like, I like you. And he was asking me, because like 20, I swear he was 26, and he asked me my age. I'm like 18, but I know I tell him that I'm 21, and I lied. So we just used to like hang out after work, and he would be telling me about work, but not like about his patient. He would just complain about some silly things that would happen in the work settings. And we just used to have conversation at his house. He never invite me in his house, but outside we'll sit down, we'll talk about his family and stuff. And I just let him know that, like, I want to be with him, I want to be his girl. And he was like, oh, but he wants to take things slow. He never mentioned anything about Bible or Christian, and I didn't mention anything, because for me, I wasn't that serious. I know God, but like, I wasn't serious in my walk with God at that time. So in the end, I remember like I was in his car. We weren't going anywhere, but I sat in his car. Like, we just relaxed, because either he was too early for his appointment, and I myself was going somewhere, probably shopping, but not anywhere like I need to work or have appointment or anything. And we sat in the car, and he said, you know what, I've been talking so much, and I hadn't asked you anything about yourself, much about just basic things about. So I'm like, oh yeah, this is getting somewhere. And now he wants to know about family, wants to know my birthday, the month I was born, and everything. And I felt so relaxed and comfortable, like. And it was like, what month you're born? And I was like, oh, November the 15th. And it was like, oh my God. And it was like, and your name, and then he was like, this can't be happening. And I was like, what can't be happening? He was like, don't tell me. And he said to me, don't tell me. He said, what work, like where my dad work, like what field my dad work. And I said to him, my dad is a police. And he said, this relation, you like this guy change. It was a completely different person. He began to shout, this thing is not going anywhere, I don't want to see you. I have never seen rejection so loud. Like, if it was so loud that I refused to accept that rejection. And this is not just me. And now I know, looking at it, I know like it was a spirit, because the Bible said we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but principalities and power. So when the guy said I don't want anything to do, I'm like, you didn't even give me a reason. You just like, from you hear about the month I was born, November the 15th, and the fact that my dad is a police officer. And I was like, my dad is like an acting inspector. He's training to become an inspector of the police. So, and my dad is not in my life. So don't be afraid. Like, I'm telling this guy, don't be afraid of anything. It's like, my mom is a single mom, raised me. My dad don't even live far from him, but I don't go to my dad's house, and I was talking to this guy to kind of reassure him, like, you know what, this is, we have something good here, please just let's date. And this guy was like, no, get out my car, I don't want to have anything to do with you, I don't want to see you, this familiar spirit, it has to end, this cycle has to end. I'm like, this man is using word that I don't understand. Monitoring spirit, familiar spirit, cycle need to end. Remember, my family, we don't talk about these kind of things. So like I said, since I came to the UK, then I know about monitoring spirit, familiar spirit, and all these kind of things, and that you have to break generational cycle and stuff like that. So in the end, he pursued me out of his car and drove off. And I began to start this guy, like, seriously, I need answer. Like, he wouldn't talk to me when I know even if I flog him down, he would just drive past. I find it so, like, I am not giving up. This guy have to tell me what be telling you about the 15th of November. My dad is a police, have anything to do with us, like not dating. So I could realize that something, you know, anytime you see me, this anxiety, you just get anxious. So I would just go and knock on his door anytime, knock on his window. The obsession was just so much. I was like, I need answers. You need to tell me. I cannot just say, you can't just leave me just like that, you know. And in the end, I said to him, I just want to know what I done wrong. He said, it's not me. But the reason why he's here in Jamaica was because he have to run from the country, because he's running from his ex, that his ex and his dad, crazy people that want to kill him. And his girlfriend, her name starts with L, but it's not Latoya, some whatever L, I can't remember. But she born the 15th of November, and her obsession and how she stalked him was crazy. Then she lied on him and get her dad, which is a police officer, to pursue him. It was so crazy. Everywhere to go, the girl would stalk him, break his car, do all kind of things, just because like he doesn't want to be with her or something. But the obsession caused him to come to this country. Now he's back with me with my name L, and me born the 15th of November, my dad a police officer. And then I'm stalking this man, and even as far as go to the place, knowing that I tell him I wasn't like having intercourse with anyone. I even book appointment for and start lying, telling this man that I'm having itch and I need him to check me, when it was all a lie. And he turned to me and I said to him, like, I lied about anything. I just want to be with you. I just want to talk to you, and you won't let me see you, and this is the only way that I can see you. So in the end, he said to me, I know you're not 18, sorry. He said, no, I know you're not 21. Did you lie about your age? And I said, yes, I just want to come clean. He said, that's how the girl did to me. It's like everything that I'm doing to this guy is what the girl was doing, apart from the violence. You understand? It's like the girl was mentally ill or something. I don't know. He was just scared of me. And in the end, he said if I don't leave him alone, he would have called the police. And me, I don't want my father or anybody to come and be locking me up for any strange man. But I was like, that is like, I didn't even understand. And I didn't say it to anyone. But now in the UK, I have friends that they would just pick up their phone to just call me and said, Latoya, where are you? I would say I'm home. Okay. And they will hang up. And, you know, it would be like everywhere I'm going, they want to know, like literally, like what I'm doing, just like all up in my space. No, I don't have no privacy, because they just always want to know my next move. And I used to just diarrhea from the mouth, like, you know, think I'm hyping, think I'm doing this, this is happening for me, and I will be thinking I'm doing myself good. Didn't know that I was digging myself like a pit. These people are just monitoring to see what they can sabotage, send evil eye, do all kind of things to sabotage my life. And like that guy, he realized that I was a cycle that he's not going to pick up, because whatever caused that girl to want to destroy him and for him to move, he did not want me to continue whatever that spirit is, to continue where he has to probably move from Jamaica to start life all over again. So at least he broke it when it comes to me, and whatever spirit caused me to pursue that man, I myself don't know. I was just drawn to him and drawn to the fact that he is a doctor, and young doctor, didn't, you know, from overseas and all that. So you know, for me now, it's like when anyone asks me, are you coming here, or what time you coming here, it's like I'm always saying classified information, you know, because it's a friend. I don't want to be rude, but I would just say it's classified, you know, just for me not to be disrespectful and rude. And like something is very personal where you're asking me that, they will be calling me, are you engaged yet, do you have a boyfriend yet, are you dating yet, are you married yet? And I'm like, classified, why are you calling me asking? It's not like you have a solution to my problem. So what is it? And my son was like, those are monitoring spirit. Just want to monitor your life. Just want to know your progress. Just want to know where, if they left you at the same place, are you still there in that same location? Are you still in that, And I'm like, people beware of these spirit. The Bible don't shed and say monitoring spirit, but it mentioned that, even in Psalms 91, where he said he will send his angel before you to make your crooked path straight, lest you dash your foot against a stone. So you know that the enemy probably out there looking for when you're coming to cast some kind of thing in your way. You understand? So you have to use these things and make sure like we cover ourselves, protect ourselves, and like in King James as well, in Peter 5 verse 8, he said, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil walks about like a roaring lion, seeking who he may devour. And I'm saying, like, literally, you don't want to be devoured from somebody monitoring you, watching you, knowing that they don't have any love or anything, but they just want to come and just destroy your life. So you understand? So don't let these spirit get a hold of anybody, because like I said before, we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. So you think it's a person, it's a whole spirit. And like I said, back then I wasn't even born again, so any spirit could have used me. And obviously, because I want to fornicate, I want to, I'm lusting over this guy. So obviously I will never say that I wasn't influenced by a spirit to come after this guy. So I'm just letting you know that there's spirit that can use people to come and influence you, but these spirits are watching you in advance. So they collect data and they know how to come in, and very sweet, manipulative, and with lies. Because I didn't get this guy with truth. I've been lying about my age and few little things apart from my data, which I wish I lied about, as things would have worked out, but God knows best. And that's about it. If you like I don't want to go too much, but if you like my content, you had any experience, you can click like, click share, comment. Thank you.